Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel.
So, it is our first off day during our first workaway job here in the UK, and we decided to take the short day trip and pop over to the next town to a historic centre called Ely.
We are Sarah and Marek. A couple months ago we decided to start our YouTube channel, and it's been a whirlwind of an adventure so far. Our travels have taken us to some pretty interesting places, and this week is no different. Subscribe and come along for our budget adventures. So keeping in line with our budget traveling, we'll be cycling into town today because catching a taxi would have cost about £12 and it's only 4 miles, so it's really close. It'll be a nice easy cycle, it's flat around here, so we'll be heading off in the next few minutes.
Only in the UK. So we've just made it to Ely. We've just locked up our bikes. It is pretty cold today. But anyway, off to our first little trip. We have to do a little bit of business and we're heading off to the train station to pick up our tickets for our next workaway job. So a little hint as to where we're going. It's a place that is very famous and known for its croissants, as well as having the Alps. So if any of you can guess right, and the first person to guess right will get a shout out in our next video. In Ely city centre. There's a lovely food market going on here. It's Sunday, so I think that every Sunday that this market happens. Got a bagel, which I'm so excited to eat. So we decided to splash out and get some food, and I cannot wait to taste this bagel. Yum! Okay, so what I chose was a Greek wrap, and literally you guys can't see it, but it's literally the size of this bag, so I'm rather excited about that.
So I got the Scoff milkshake, and it is so yum. It tastes like I'm drinking a biscuit, but really creamy and delicious cold biscuit. And it's really good. Although maybe not the best decision because it's actually quite cold today and my hands are going numb from holding this cold milkshake. Marek has managed to find a pub that is selling beer as a takeaway and is currently waiting for his beer.
So So we've just managed to get a beer, but you wouldn't say it. This actually looks like a bit of a milk carton. I think it's £2, so there's something crazy, so let's give it a try. I don't know how to open this thing. Ooh. My goodness. Here we are. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. I'll pay the bills. So I actually found out that here in the UK you're allowed to have your drinks on the streets, which is back in South Africa you're actually not allowed to. So I actually feel like a bit of a rebel drinking my beer, just walking around the streets.
Although it doesn't even look like a beer, it literally looks like
No, it looks like I'm drinking milk.
So this incredibly beautiful piece of architecture right here behind me is the Ely Cathedral, and it's actually referred to locally as the Ship of the Fens. The cathedral originated in AD 672, but due to wars throughout history, it was destroyed and rebuilt a number of times, with the present building dating back to 1083. It is also featured in a number of award-winning movies, as well as featuring as a substitute for Westminster Abbey in the very well-known series called The Crown. Fun fact, since visiting Ely, we've started watching The Crown and are thoroughly enjoying it.
The cathedral is so big that we can actually see it from where we are staying in Coveney, which is over 4 miles away. We're also pretty impressed with our camera. Check this out.
Had a lovely day out in Ely, but the sun is starting to go down now and it's getting pretty darn cold, and we've got a cycle ahead of us to get back to where we're staying, so we are going to head home in the next few minutes.
So just to put things into perspective for you guys, if we had taken a taxi to get here and then go back home again, that would have cost us £24. And of everything that we bought today, including food and drinks, that came to £25. So it's literally £1 more than if we had paid for taxis. So we're pretty stoked about that. But thank you so much for watching this week's episode, guys. Please don't forget to leave some love in the comments, smash that like button and subscribe so you can join in on all of our adventures moving forward. We'll see you guys back again next week Friday. Come on.
So keeping in line with our usual budget traveling, we will be cycling into town because to take a taxi or catch a bus or whatever other kind of transport, how do I say it? It would have otherwise
There's
cost
no
us.
buses, so don't mention a bus. The only other way to get there is with the Uber, so a taxi, so it costs £12.
Okay. So keeping in line with our budget traveling, we'll be cycling into town because if we had taken a taxi it would have cost £10, so £12. Three.
Don't overcomplicate.
I don't know why I'm finding this so difficult.
No, don't overcomplicate.
Okay, so keeping in line with our budget traveling, we'll be cycling into town because catching a taxi would have cost us £10 and we're just not keen to spend money when it's not necessary. 12. I don't know. In my head it's 10. Okay, it's not £10, it's 12. Okay.
Remember to say that it's not expecting any drama.
Yes. So keeping in line with our budget traveling, we'll be cycling into town, which is only 4 miles, so we're not expecting any travesties or any... Oh, what? I'm really messing up my words today. One last take. Okay. So keeping in line with our budget traveling, we'll be cycling into town because catching a taxi would have cost us £12 and it's really not that far. It's only 4 miles, so we're not expecting any really bad things to happen in only 4 miles. So let's get heading.